Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at stage 7 of Union Master. This is movie bosses 3 required. So this one requires you to use 3 movie bosses characters. It's not too bad. You can obviously do a whole team movie bosses if you just want to use the same team twice. The 5 required movie bosses team will require you to have a slightly better team. Not necessarily than this, I just mean in general, because the bosses are slightly tougher in the 5 required version. They have a little bit more mechanics. In the 3 required version, we have 3 bosses, as we do in all of these. The first boss is Goku Kaioken, second one is Trunks Kid, the third one is Super Saiyan God SS Goku, Super Saiyan God SS Vegeta. Then they split up in the second phase into 2 different enemies. Now, it's a very interesting one. So basically we have Goku Kaioken, 150 million HP, 850k normal attacks, and 2.1 mil supers. He also grants immunity to being stunned. He then has Trunks Kid with 150 million HP, 2.2 million in supers, immune to attack down, stunning, and sealing. So quite a bit going on there. And then we have Super Saiyan God, the SS Goku, and Super Saiyan God, SS Vegeta with 250 million HP, 2.8 mil in supers. And then they split up into Goku and Vegeta separately, with Goku having 200 million HP, Vegeta having 200 million HP, Goku having 1 million normals, Vegeta having 1.4 million normals, Goku doing a 3 million super, Vegeta doing a 4.2 million super. But what's super interesting is that Goku and Vegeta have different levels of attack. So for example, Goku will have defense of 30% when a certain ally is present, and Vegeta will have minus 20% when a certain ally is present in terms of attack. So it's very interesting to kind of balance them out. You obviously want to take out one first. So if you take out Vegeta first, for example, Goku will have less defense, right? If you take out Goku first, okay, then Vegeta will have more attack. So it's important to focus on taking out Vegeta first while his attack is lowered, and while he is taken out, you will then have less defense on Goku, which makes him generally easier to finish off. So it's very, very, very important to do so. The balancing act of which unit you take out and how you kind of put everything together is always a very crucial component of these fights when you take on 2 characters, because you want to manage the buff effects properly and make sure that you're not overwhelmed or in a situation where you're making the situation more difficult for yourself. So yeah, it's just very crucial. In terms of the team build here, there's a lot of ways to go with this. The team is probably traditionally quite Broly dominated. There's a lot of reasons for this. Obviously, we just got Wrathful Broly. We also just got an Easy A and a Super Easy A for Broly's. Worldwide Celebration Broly's are still pretty good. So you'll find yourself leaning a lot towards Broly's, but there are a lot of good solutions that you can use almost simultaneously. You've got the Golden Freezers, you've got the new one that just released, the Golden Freezer Gogeta. You've also got the Golden Freezer EZA, the AGL one, who's also very useful. You've also got the Janemba, the Janemba Super EZA. You've got Physical Janemba, who's still very, very, very solid. You've got Tech Janemba, who's still very, very solid. Even Hirudegan, I would say, is still alright. Just needs a little bit of gentle coaxing and management. But you've got a fair enough chunk of movie bosses options that you can probably use here. I would probably avoid throwing in Hirudegan, just kind of sticking around with the rest of these units. But there's some really strong units. Strength Super Easy A Broly and his support that he provides. You've got the Tech Broly, his amazing transformation, leader skill as an alternative option. And because you only need 3, you can combine some other units and fill in the gaps. If you look, you have Strength Turles, who's a great option. Obviously, he is a movie boss, but I'm just saying. You also have Lord Slug, great options as well that aren't really being used here, but could be used. Then we've got some really solid kind of units in terms of the freezers. So like obviously AGL movie freezer counts, but the 2 other freezers are full power ones, they don't work. For the movie masters, they're just planetary destruction. They're great to use. They got a lot going on. They got a lot of utility in terms of damage and extra damage against Pure Saiyans or Goku units, and that can really come in handy as well. So it's not always about just building for the strongest units. It's also about building with understanding the units that you're facing. And so you face a Goku phase 1, you face a Goku and the Vegeta, and you then face a Goku again in phase 3. So there's a lot of Gokus flying around, lots of Pure Saiyans, Hybrid Saiyans. So there's a lot of really good usability there. Start of the show is probably the strength Super Easy A Broly. Just really, really strong, really powerful unit. Lots of great damage, lots of great performance. No real big major requirements in terms of key, build, anything like that. So just a very solid, very, very, very good unit. And overall, really, really, really well designed. That just works fantastically well. So I think that really is overall a great unit in general so far. So yeah, I think the team works well, kind of floating around those units. I think that works really good. And then we can use the freezer skill to finish things off stylistically. So nice team, cool team, works really well together, very happy with it. And yeah, that's probably it for me. See you guys next time. Till then, take care, stay safe. And yeah, that's it from me. Bye.